Welcome back to Grenoble here on Football Manager 24. We are here coming up towards the stretch run here to the end of our season here in Ligue 2 as we continue to try to make progress towards promotion. Currently sitting in that top spot here, first in Ligue 2. Rodez right behind us. Saint Etienne, Bordeaux, and Ajaccio all behind us in the playoff spots down here. And if we take a look at our fixtures, we just came off a 1-1 draw with Bordeaux after beating Reims in the French Cup 11th round. And then we have the quarterfinal coming up here in a few games here as we have Troyes and Pau up next in league play. But as you can see here, we don't have to scroll anymore to get through the rest of this schedule here. We're coming down to the end of it here. I don't know if this episode is going to cover all these games. It might. I really am just winging at this point, just being like, hey, we're just recording games. I'm hopping on, recording stuff. And then if it ends up being one whole episode, it does. If it ends up being two whole episodes, that could be a thing too. But we're just going to get through the rest of this season here and see how things go here in Ligue 2. And it's looking like Dunkirk here has themselves a new coach. They've hired an extremely French-named man, 51 years old. He was coaching a French National 2 side just this year. So he left this French National 2 side to now become the head coach at Dunkirk, who I believe are in the relegation zone. Yes, they're not doing so hot. I guess this guy's going to try to save them from getting relegated, but they might end up in the National next season. And one thing I do want to mention is that we brought in some guys on trials just to look at some guys. This guy is the most interesting of the bunch, Charles Chibuke, whatever this guy's name is. I'm not really sure if we are going to sign him or not. He'd be a project. I'd be worried about signing a guy like this who only has 3 stars of yellow potential, because once we go up to League 1 next season, if that happens, he suddenly is not going to look like this, and he might be much lesser of a prospect. So probably not something we're really looking to do. But we did bring in this guy who was interesting. He turns out he sucks, but he was interesting because he's a 6'9" striker. And that would have been sick as hell. Unfortunately, not good, but he's a 6'9" striker. And we also have ourselves the semifinal draw here for the French Cup. So if we beat Marseille, who would we be playing? Okay, so yeah, not exactly the easiest matchup. If we beat Marseille, which is going to be a tough task, a very, very tough task, media predicted second in League 1. I mean, they would win it if there wasn't these guys in this league. PSG, I highly doubt Saint Etienne can beat PSG, so I'd imagine that whoever wins our game is going to be playing PSG in the semifinal. Interesting note about Troyes, they currently 13th in the league right now, which is surprising because if you look at, they were media predicted 3rd. And I'm not sure if we can look at the season previews still. We can indeed. So yeah, they were a team that just got relegated from League 1, and they are not looking so hot. So odd season for Troyes. Angers too. They also just got relegated, and they're in 11th, so not doing so hot. And what do you know? Troyes just hires a new manager. They bring in this guy who I guess left Rennes in League 1 in 2023, and now he's taken over as manager of Troyes. I didn't even realize that Troyes fired their manager, but I guess they did at some point, and now this guy has taken over. Alrighty, we are here, ready to take on Troyes, who are in shit form right now, in like 13th place in the league. We obviously up and down right now. We've had a draw, win, and a draw, but overall still good enough to be in first place right now. As you can see there, us first, them 13th. Like to get back in a little bit of a win streak here. That would be solid for us. Also, the background noise should be back. Not background noise, but the background, like the game audio. I think I figured out why sometimes it just goes away, and I'm like, what the hell's going on in the recording? The past 2 episodes, there's been like no game audio, and I believe nobody gives a shit about this at all, but I believe it is because I had noise suppression checked on the desktop audio setting for OBS because when I'm recording PS5 stuff with the fellows, I check that because I don't want the voices peaking too much and whatnot and stuff like that, and I don't want like background noise and shit when it's just like a hum of a mic or something. As we take a 1-0 lead. But yeah, so background into very boring recording stuff. So I believe that's why, and the audio should be fine here for this game as we take a 1-0 lead here in the 5th minute as Amine scores for us. Let's rewatch this because I didn't really see. Rigo finds Amine left-footed. Unlucky by their keeper, who plays at the Vols. And then Rigo finds the back of the net, his 7th goal this season. And we're pouring it on early here. It's 2-0 Grenoble in the 6th minute. Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh my god. Look, I guess that was for Mendy, and then somehow Vols got in the way of it, but we still somehow get it back. Bomba with the back heel. Oh my god, look at the passing. Oh my god. That was fantastic stuff. Let's put in the corner here. Little Chapche header, perhaps? Oh, no. Oh, it is a corner. It is a corner. We're with the short one, though. Oh, my goodness! Another, like, longish shot. That one was outside the box. I believe one of the other two was outside the box. Maybe the other one was, like, just inside, but still, not exactly clear-cut chances here. We're just finishing real well. 3-0 Grenoble. But then we get it back. Vols on the counter press. Pastalacci just going to run around 3 guys right here. Look at that. They're all ball chasing, and they just get embarrassed. Pastalacci, his 18th goal of the season here in the 39th, makes it 4-0 Grenoble as Troyes is just getting absolutely boat raced here at home. And there it is, the final whistle, as Grenoble wins this one 4-0 over Troyes. 12 shots, 9 on target. Not the highest XG, but we made our chances count. Did not score in the second half, but they didn't score either. They only get 2 shots, none on target. Solid game. Solid game from the boys. Alrighty, we are now ready to take on Pau Gasol, who are one of the poorer teams in League 2 here, as we are rocking some backups, just getting some guys some time, taking on this 4-2-3-1 of Pau Gasol. Oh, look at this. Meissa Ba getting the start striker today. Ooh, strong strike from Benet, but could not find the back of the net. Instead, we get ourselves a corner here in the 16th. Going with the short one as Hajam finds Amine, who finds Bamba. Oh my, how did he get that pass through? He gets it to a center back, though, as now they are on the counter. But Terrain tackles him. Good defense, and then we're back in their end. Hajam to a lobby in that DLP role today. Terrain up that right wing. And then Benet, the field goal is good. Oh my goodness! Samuel Olabi, the new man, does a somersault and everything. What the hell? 1-0 Grenoble. That is quite shocking because he is not known for his finishing. But that is a hell of a strike. My goodness. That's like an FC25 power shot top corner right there. And then the other thing about Olabi is that if you look here, he actually, one of his traits is that he looks for the pass rather than attempting to score. Only 7 finishing, 11 long shots, and he puts up a strike like that. As we are now into the 27th, and we're just passing it around. Amine with a nice little ball there to Touré, who finds Bamba, has some space. Oh my god, another insane pass through traffic from Bamba. This time he finds a striker's foot, though, and Meissa Ba finds the back of the net as Grenoble Up 2-0 here in the 27th. Just going on a run these past two games. I mean, that's just a couple pretty passes there. The long one from Amine, then Bamba gets in space. I mean, just look at this. Somehow gets to Maissa Ba, and then he just puts it in the back of the wide-open net. I mean, look how disjointed their passing network is. Not going so hot here for Pau Gasol, as they have another corner here. Yeah, get that out of here. That's right, full time. Another clean sheet for the boys from the Alps. And another game where the opponent has 0 shots on target. They had 11 shots, but none on target. Love to see it. Fantastic stuff. Another great defensive performance from Grenoble. Not quite a 4-0 win, but a 2-0 win. We will take that for sure. And Angers just hired a coach who Wait, so this guy joined Kane on July 1st, 2023. Or not July. Yeah, July 1st, 2023. Isn't that when this started? Yeah, so this guy joined basically at the start of this save. He joined Kane and then left like a week later. And now he's been hired as Angers coach mid-season. Apparently he won League 2 Coach of the Season and the championship in 2015. Didn't you see what the last guy said? I believe the last 2 League 1 sides that we played, their coaches have gone to the media and called us an easy opponent. Haven't these people learned their lesson? It is time for arguably the match of the season. It is the French Cup quarterfinal, or is it the semifinal? I think it's the semifinal, isn't it? Whatever it is, against Marseille. The number 2 team in Ligue 1, only behind PSG, who is probably going to be the team we play. Whoever wins this game is probably going to be playing PSG, assuming Saint Etienne does not get it done against them. So, massive game here. We're running our usual tactic. The only thing different is that we are playing for set pieces as we get a free kick. Right off the bat. Do nothing with it, though. And then Terrain gets a yellow card for us. Literally nothing happening so far. Here's a throw-in, deep in their territory. Chapche to Diarra. Oh, no. You can't... Oh, no. You can't have a touch like that. Oh, my God. That's how you're going to go down 1-0? A touch like that? Brutal. Hell yes. Corner chance for us? Never mind. Another yellow card for us in the first half. We still have no shots. Here's a chance, though. Long ball to Pastalacci does not go anywhere, and now they're going to counter. Not great. This is the guy they warned me about in the media. They're like, oh, warn you of Harit. And one of the messages I got is, it's 2-0. It is 2-0. Oh my God, the keeper stops that? Penalty. Is that a penalty? Oh my God. And there it is. Just a extremely disappointing game to lose. They didn't even outplay us. Like, yeah, they had more possession, but I mean, like, look at this. They only had 4 shots. We had, like, the same amount of shots. We had, like, basically the same XG. We held Marseille, the number 2 team in Ligue 1, to a .48 XG. And they beat us. You know, maybe they took advantage of all the fouls and all the probably good field position with the free kicks. But, you know, that's our game. You know, we're not gonna lay off of tackling hard because it's Marseille. And, you know, we held them to a .48 XG. We just couldn't finish. We did have a couple good chances on those crosses towards the end, but their keeper came up big. I mean, yeah, their keeper had a 7.7 rating, so really, he kept them in that game. You can't be too mad. You can't be too mad losing to Marseille 2-0. Yeah, I would agree. You did yourselves. What the fuck? You guys don't think you did yourselves proud? Oh my god. I mean, we do lose in the French Cup. Disappointing, but we made an insane run that deep into it, and we are untouchable. A+ job security with the board. A+ from the supporters as well. I mean, it's just fantastic stuff going on here in the Alps. We have a very good locker room atmosphere. Leadership support is very good. This is only a down arrow because of at the end of that cup game when they were like, oh, we didn't play well, when I was like, you guys played well. So, it can be finicky, but overall, very good locker room atmosphere here in Grenoble. And our next game, we got ourselves a date with the worst performing defending team here lately in Ligue. It might be tough for these guys. Alrighty, here we are. It's only 2 days in between our game against Marseille that we just dropped, and now against Bastia here, the 20th team in Ligue 2. You can see we're coming off a loss, and we've got a bit of an interesting starting 11 today. Bunch of starters not in the usual squad here, as we have a matchup of 1 versus 20. Bunch of different guys in the lineup. We're getting some guys some playing time. See how they do here in an actual league match. And we're excited to see how they perform. As we are rocking white on the road here. A lobby you can see in that deep-lying playmaker role. Hajam's in the game. Both Chapche and Shantip are in. Terrain's still in. Luis, however you say this guy's name, is our keeper. Godwin Ashagabemi is in as the box-to-box. No, he's the Mazzala, and then Teray is the box-to-box. Lenny Joseph is in as the playmaker. Jetami is the wing. And then Nesta Zahoui, who is a guy who's been popping off on our second team, on our reserve team. Felt like we wanted to give him a shot here in that deep-lying forward role. So that's the starting 11 here, as we're getting the ball back, trying to make something happen. As Teray cuts inside, rips it over the net, gets nothing. Joseph finds Zahoui. Have you said this guy's name? He's the guy I said who's been popping off on our second team. He's like an attacking mid, center, and striker combo, as Teray gets sent on a crazy through ball. Was that from a lobby? I believe that was a lobby, yes. When he plays in this deep-lying playmaker role, he puts together some crazy passes, as we don't get anything off the corner, but we do get a throw-in deep in their territory. And we find Bella. And he misses the net. Oh, no, it's blocked. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to get to him. But Godwin picks it up. Oh. I mean, I like that Alabi tries these. He does have that try. I believe it's tries killer balls trait is what he has. Yes, tries killer balls often. Tries tricks as well. Oh my, what just happened there? The keeper was out of the box and we got it from him and then we missed the net? Sends Hajam forward. Into the box for Bella. He takes it out. Long shot to Ray. The field goal is no good. Dustin Hopkins out there. Free kick. Oh my god. That was the cleanest opening you could have ever seen. Wide open. Hey, a guy Fernandez getting a yellow card. I know Burns is familiar with that. Oh, this is us. We're in white. That's right. I just saw a white team taking a free kick, and I was like, what the hell? But then again, we're in white. We have struggled to get enough. Yes, I know. I'm aware of this. There's nothing I can do. We're working the ball into the box, trying to be smart with it, and we still can't get shots on target. Oh my god! He can't catch it and we can't get anything off of it. And there it is. We draw with the worst team in the league. How can we not score? I mean, I know we were playing a backup striker, but I mean, like, I trust all these guys. Like, this is the only questionable guy that we started because he was popping off for our reserve team, and I wanted to get him a shot here against the worst team in the league. But I mean, like everyone else that played, we trust those guys, and they just don't get it done. Okay, so Sorry Kaya now is expecting to be on the senior squad. He's 18 years old. We've been moving him up and down from the U19 and the senior squad like all season long whenever we want to get him some time. And I just moved him back down to the U19 squad, and now he's like, hey, he's pissed off because he's on the U19 squad. But I'm not happy about being dropped on the first team. Okay, it was a mistake. I guess you're just a senior squad player from now on out. He's a senior squad guy. I mean, he plays. He plays a decent amount. He's like our fourth center back. You know, we play a 2 center back system. Shantip is our main backup center back, and then Sorry Kaya is the other backup center back. And they can both play left back as well, more of like an inverted fullback type guy, but still, we like it. And that's also probably something we might look into next season when we're going to be in League One. It's looking like, and trying to be a bit more of a defensive system. Not that like our defense has been poor this season, but I mean it's probably a lot of it is that just we're way better than a lot of these teams. But once we're in League One, it's going to be the opposite. So I'm thinking like somebody like Mendy, who only has one more year after this one left on his contract. We might try to sell him during the off season, and maybe try to make this fullback role more of like an inverted fullback role and play a 3 at the back system. Or maybe we just go to play like a 5-something system, like a 3 at the back all the time center back system. Who knows? I mean, we have the dudes to do it, so we might try to do that next season. But that's next season. We want to focus on actually getting that promotion. When do we get our youth intake? It's March right now. Okay. Did we just get this? No. Oh, that's right, we did. We did get the preview of what it was. That we knew about A, wingers, B, strikers. We knew about that. Excellent intake. But we don't actually know who's in the intake. It just says every year in March. Alrighty, another match day here for us. Grenoble taking on Laval. Laval, something like that. They are in pretty terrible form. As you can see, they've lost 4 of their last 5, most recent being a draw. They're in 17th, which I believe is the playoff the relegation playoff spot. So like if the season ended today, they would play a team who wins the playoff promotion final, or the playoff promotion playoffs in the National. It's a cool system, I will say. But yeah, this team not exactly doing so hot this season. But we still have like all of our starters in, because I do not want to have another game where we draw against a bottom tier team. We're trying to secure this promotion, keep winning these games, get these shit rocking and rolling, as we're in the 10th minute and nothing is happening. Terrain up this right wing now. And Bamba gets his head on it, his 7th goal of the season on the cross from Terrain, makes it a 1-0 Grenoble lead here in the 14th minute. You will not shut us out. We will not have another 0-0 draw here. I'm tempted to throw this on the attacking tactic. I think we're going to do that. We're going to throw this on the attacking tactic, which, in case you don't remember, is just we are extra wide. We pass into space, we run at defense, we still work the ball into the box, higher tempo, and then it's still the usual counter press. This is unchecked. We distribute to center backs, and then out of possession is still a mid block with the higher defensive line. Vols finds Mendy, and there we go! Work to the middle for Pastalacci. That's his 19th goal of the season. It's 2-0 Grenoble here in the 42nd. I mean, I'll chalk that up to the attacking tactic. We spread them out, and we get the chance. Are we really getting another chance here? Be right before half? Is this... I mean, they don't usually do end-of-half highlights. Somehow the whistle still hasn't blown, despite it only being a +1 of extra time. Amine. Oh my god, we score right before half. It's supposed to only be... Oh, I guess it's 45, yeah. So what am I saying? What am I talking about? 45 plus 1? Yeah, it's not quite extra time yet. But, well, now it is. But 3-0 Grenoble. Love to see it. Another free kick. That's a goal. Was that offsides, though? It was not. All right, goal number 20 on the season for Pastalacci. 4-0 Grenoble. And there it is, the final whistle. Grenoble with a 4-0 win as the defense just continues to just smother these teams. Only 5 shots for Laval, 24 for us with the attacking tactics switch in, what was that, like the 30th minute? 3.71 XG, 3 clear-cut chances, a 63% possession, 16 corners, 91% completed passes. I mean, just a great all-around game for us as we win 4-0. Now we have a bit of a tougher part of the schedule coming up here. So, like, obviously we just played Marseille and lost to them in that quarterfinal, but, like, Troyes having a tough time. Pau having a tough time. Bastia somehow drawing to them, but they're having a tough time. Laval not doing so hot. But this run of like Rodez, Guingamp, Paris, and Angers here, this 4-game stretch right here, it's a tough one. Because you can see here in the league table, Rodez, boom, they're in second. Guingamp, they're just right outside that playoff spot, and then even Paris are down here in 8th, and they've had some stretches. Like they've gotten hot before here in this league. So 3 solid teams here, and then Angers. Angers is, you know, they're up and down, currently in 12th, but they are one of the teams. They were media predicted 5th. They are one of the teams that was relegated down to Ligue this season. So they finished with really good odds. They started with really good odds to get promoted, but somehow they've just had a tough season. So we'll see how it goes here in this 4-game stretch. Oh, look at this. Grenoble's 67 league goals in a season is a new team record, and we still have a good chunk of the season left here. Grenoble cooking here in the 2023-2024 season. Just a terrible, terrible break. Jesse Benet, our Mazzala, has torn wrist ligaments during a weight session in training. He's at 4 to 5 weeks. So that's a big hit. But fortunately, we have Touré, who we do trust in that Mazzala role. So we're just going to go ahead, straight up put Touré in there. And then that means a lobby can slot in here as a consistent member of the team, because we like how he's been playing. Geno's probably going to mix in a bit now as well, I would have to imagine. We might be seeing a bit more of Mbemba, maybe some Namaga here as well. Maybe even dip down into the second team and U19 team here. Like midfield options we have here on the second team. Somebody like Matteo Di Antona. Maybe not, though. He's somebody who trains pretty well, but he's not actually that great. It's probably Maega. Maega's probably the one who might get some more opportunity now that Benet is hurt. And then on the U19 team, it's probably Godwin. Yeah, it's definitely Godwin who would be getting more chances, the Nigerian 18-year-old that we signed. So like him and Maega are probably guys on the other teams that we might be getting some more chances to, but we'll see how things go. And then we also have Eddie Sylvester. Remember him. He is going to be coming back fairly soon. He's expected to be after 5 to 10 more days. So hopefully he'll come back and slot back into this advanced playmaker role. Maybe we can even put him into the Mazzala, but I think I want him in the playmaker role, and then Touré will keep playing as this Mazzala here. Well, it looks like Namaga is not going to be somebody who actually gets into the mix a bit more, because he just got a hip injury in practice. He's at 3 to 6 months. Unless we send a specialist, I think we'll go 3 months. I mean, it's only $6,000. It's not like I'm managing in Ireland where everything is, you can't pay for shit out there. I think we're going to do that 3 months. Hopefully it gets fixed, but not that it really matters because I don't think he's not coming back. We have him signed through 6/30/24. So yeah, he's just never going to play with our team again. I think he's had like 1 game. He's played 1 game with us. So now I think that we are going to go down to our second team here, and Maega, I am going to call up to the senior squad just so he can train with the senior squad, and then we'll also make him available for second team games, just in case. All right, it's the start of this tough little run that we're on here. Taking on Rodej. Still don't really know how you say this name. It's one of those two, I'd imagine. Solid matchup here. Grenoble, top of the table. First here in Ligue 1, and as you can see, Rodej is in third. We're both on good form. 2 Rams just headbutting here, essentially, in Ligue 2, trying to solidify our spots here towards the promotion race. Don't love that. Oh my god. It's offsides. I encourage them for no reason. I don't like to encourage very early like this, but I guess we'll do it. This guy's wide the hell open. Oh my god! Killian Corridor. What a name. 1-0 Rodej. It could very easily be 2-0. What the fuck are we doing? Don't love that. No, that's like the Marseille goal. Oh my god, Riga with the back heel tackle. That's insane. Sends on Amine. Pastolacci, baby! 1-0. Or not 1-0, 1-1. We tie the game. Love to see it. Whips it in. Nothing, but we still have it. Oh my god, Mendy with the Trivella shot hits the bar. All right, here at half, it's 1-1. Started off being all Rodej. We started getting the momentum back there towards the end of the first half, the last like 20 minutes or so. We end up with very similar numbers. They have way more clear-cut chances, which we do not love. I am seeing that they're playing a 3 center back system, which is, I mean, that's why we have the pass into space, but we might try to tinker around with something where maybe we go, or let's just go to the locker room first. We go to the locker room. You say, good first half performance, and they, sick. All right. Awesome stuff. Fantastic. Well, we are going to mess around with this, though. We are going to go, like, you're going to go wide. You're going to run at the defense more. And then maybe instead of that, we hit early crosses, whipped crosses. And I think that's what we're going to rock and roll with. Aminia's got that space right there. He finds it. Drops it back to terrain. Works it wide. Whips it in. Oh my god, dude. That was made to order. The header just goes straight up. Keep it down. Another free kick for us. Diarra can't get his head on it. Amine cleans it up. Look at this two-man game. Oh my god. We're getting chances, though. The momentum is ours. Uncle Mo is a caller. This is dangerous. And he gets that in! Little knuckleball shot. Looks like it got through the wall somehow and, like, misdirected and confused the keeper. Dante Rigo, what did I say, like, 2 games ago? We haven't scored a free kick in a while. And Dante Rigo delivers. The Belgian, I believe he is. 2-1. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Snuck through that wall somehow, confused the keeper. Fantastic stuff. So it's 2-1 Grenoble here in the 69th. with another highlight in their end. Mendy whips it in. Mesaba! The super sub comes off the bench and makes it 3-1 Grenoble. I think it's fair to say that this tactic change we made here at this halftime adjustment we made, it's been working. Spread them out. They want to play all packed in that three at the back system they've got going. We want to spread them out. Whip in those crosses, make them super hard to defend. Use our speed. Don't love that. There's Corridor again. Going down a wide open corridor. What is that? React to it, Mablo. Also, why are you wearing the same color as them? We do not love this. We don't love a highlight with them. Oh, Mendy picking it off. Bomb to balls. Still have it. Mesaba! The super sub. He's done it again. Cross it into him. Bang! Power header. Beats the keeper. 4-2 Grenoble. Back on top by 2. As Mbemba gets forward, whips it in. Oh my god, Mesaba almost getting a third header goal. That would have been crazy coming off the bench and getting a hat trick. And there it is, the final whistle. 4-2 for Grenoble. Another dub for the boys. Not as good of a defensive performance, but Rodez is a really, really solid team. And also, we pretty much dominated the game, I would say, from like the 30th minute onwards. I mean, it was the first 30 minutes was them, for sure. But I would say from that point on, especially once we made the halftime adjustment to the tactic of doing the early crosses, whipped crosses, spreading them out wide, running at the defense, doing that sort of stuff. Once we started doing that, I feel like we really took control of the game, and that's now 7 in a row unbeaten in the league. Obviously, that does not count the French Cup game, but dating back to February 3rd against Caen, we have not lost. Couple little updates here. Eddie Sylvester has resumed full training. We are currently in the midst of a international break, so we have like a week off. By the time that the international break is over, Eddie Sylvester should be ready to come back into the team. And then for those of you like me who have played like FIFA 12, that era, knew what the memes were back then. Once I saw this guy was available in the coaches, I had to sign him. We sent him on a French course. He now knows how to speak French. Adebayo Akinfenwa, the absolute legend. Yeah, sure, why not? Eddie Sylvester back from his long-term injury and just get a little bruised thigh your first day back at practice. Why not? When the hell are we going to get our youth intake? It's March 24th here. It just says the youth intake is just in March. We're running out of March here, folks. And apparently Laval has hired a new coach, Thomas Fernandez. I'd imagine he was not a player in 2013. Maybe he was, though. But as caretaker head coach. So I guess I'd imagine that's like the European version of the interim head coach, if I had to imagine. Hell yes. Our youth intake has been announced, and it's actually worse than they were originally thinking. Awesome stuff. We do have what looks like I swear, every single time we get a youth intake, there's always some, like, the best guy in there is a goalkeeper. And that continues to be the case here. Andrea Lelong, 15-year-old keeper. He is the best guy, at least what it looks like right now. According to the top talent, it's him, a midfielder, a wide midfielder, but who can also play center mid and attacking mid. A guy who can play just all of the midfield. A left winger / striker, and then a like attacking mid, right winger, can play a little bit of striker as well. He's 6'4", looks like he's a target forward type guy. And then it drops down to good talents, decent talents. I would imagine that none of these guys get signed from me. These guys are a maybe. These guys, though, all 6 of these guys probably going to sign them. Alrighty, back at home here at Stade des Alpes. It's Grenoble. on a 2-game win streak, taking on Guingamp, who we know all about. They are currently in poor form, playing a 4-4-2. Good old-fashioned 4-4-2. Grenoble in the first place. Guingamp trying to get into that playoff spot in that 5th spot, but, need to get on a better form. So they're trying to right the ship here. Lost 4 in a row. They're gonna be hungry. They're gonna be looking to win this game, as they have a giant striker. Is this guy new? He looks like he's 8 feet tall. What the fuck was that? Luckily we get it back. I don't like my non-ball playing center back moving the ball up though. I like the idea from Rigo, but could not connect on it. Touré on the counter press. Oh my god. Oh. And Bamba finds the net. Son Yang's 9th goal of the season here in the 10th minute gives Grenoble an early 1-0 lead, as the top team here in Ligue continues to be on fire. And we've got ourselves a corner. Oh, wow, that was throwing. Didn't even realize. And Bamba finds the net again. I've been waiting all season for him to start scoring. And he's going to slide on his knees both times in the celebration here. And the 18th makes it 2-0 Grenoble. And we intercept it. Terrain on that counter press. Works it up the field. We're not being very deliberate with it, but here we go. Falls with the through ball. Oh my god, Bamba wanted it. He wanted the hat trick. Oh my god, a beautiful, floater header from Chapche. He goes back bar with it. Just up and over. Looks like it might go over top of the bar, but instead just perfectly curved. I mean, that deserves a replay. Look at this. Chapche gets up there. Perfectly curves it over the keeper and the guy marking the post. 3-0 Grenoble. We're cooking. But they are in our box here. But Touré says, get that shit out of here. And now we're on the counter. Bamba finds Pastalacci, who works at the Mendy. He's up that left wing. He's got some pace. Man, almost an own goal there on the, I don't know what you would call that when a guy sticks his, I guess it's a tackle when he sticks his foot out to try to block the ball, but he's not actually tackling anybody. I guess just a block. I don't know if there's an actual term for that. Just a stop, I guess. Yep. I could feel they were going to get one, and they do right before half here. 3-1. The clean sheet is no more. They score on a free kick. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That went 1,000,000 miles an hour off the bar. Oh, my God, Mablon. Oh. He makes the initial save, but then this guy gets his own rebounds. 3-2 Guingamp. All right, we have once again switched to our wide, early crosses, whipped crosses, run-it defense strategy here to see if we can possibly take some of the momentum back here, because I feel like Guingamp has taken control of this game as Pastalacci gets a shot on net. Pastalacci, goal number 22, makes it 4-2 Grenoble. He's Romanian, right? The Romanian delivers. I believe that's Romanian. It's not going to tell me. Moldova. He's from Moldova. And there it is. The final whistle. Grenoble wins this one 4-2 over Guingamp. Once again, a tough team we played, but we beat them. We had more clear-cut chances. We had more shots on target. We had the slightly better XG. They did get a decent amount of shots on us. It wasn't like we were shutting them down like we were those shit teams, but Guingamp is not an awful team. Now, unfortunately, they've lost 5 in a row now, but, they're not bad. They're not a bad team. That is now 8 in a row unbeaten in the league for us. Also, Pastalacci is now 1 goal away from 20 in the league. He has over 20 overall, concluding the French Cup, but He does not quite have 20 in the league. I guess if we lost every single game from here on out, we would still finish a top half finish. So we have now secured the top half finish, and the supporters are delighted with that. So love to see that. And then we're also getting some emails about some expiring contracts here. Yeah, I don't think any of these guys, except for maybe Jet and me, are somebody we would be interested in re-signing. We'll probably re-sign him just to possibly try to develop him and maybe sell him down the line, but also he is like that sort of borderline potential where, like, once we go up to League One, is he going to be like a 2.5 star? Is he going to be a 2-star potential? That's kind of what I'm worried about. But the rest of these guys, like, we signed this guy with the intention of just not bringing him back. Perez 100% not coming back. Same with Elaine. So Hui, probably not. Bio, probably not. Boise, he's on loan right now, probably not. Yeah, it's really just Jet and me is the only one we are looking at possibly bringing back. The rest of these guys, we don't care about. And then on the second team here, Mateo, same sort of thing with him. We don't really care about him. So none of these guys I don't think are going to get re-signed, except, like I said, maybe him. Here we go. Claremont, they're unhappy with Jet Hami's loan spell. He's not playing as a squad player. He's only being used as an emergency backup. Yeah, well, what do you want? What do you want from me, huh? We'll just keep delaying it. Yeah, we'll sort it out. Wink, wink. Look at this. Best performing attacking team in Ligue is Grenoble. Love to see it. We have just been scoring goals like crazy lately. And then San Yang Bamba is the number 3 for Player of the Month. The number 1 guy is a guy on Troye, and then we have Ajaccio in the number 2 spot. We are getting a thing here in our monthly meeting that they do strongly recommend that we talk to Chap Che about a new contract. And, like, I would probably agree, but also at the same time, I think I'm going to wait until he actually, contacts me and is like, hey, I want a new contract, because it's through 2026. If we can somehow sneak by and not pay this guy more than $162,000, I would be glad to do that. But, you know, if we do have to pay the guy, we are going to pay the guy, because he's obviously one of our best players. He's a ball-playing defender. I think he's going to be very, very good. He's already very good. Another update here for the monthly board review. Once again, A+ untouchable. They love the club vision and culture. They love the backing from our squad, particularly. When it comes to the supporters, they love the vision and culture. They both are pretty impressed with the tactics, the 4-3-3. And then the locker room atmosphere up to excellent. Leadership support is still very good. Things are just cruising along here in the Alps. So we just got our monthly loan stat summary, and I'm just like, all right, we're going to look at these guys. Like, this guy's not coming back. Baptiste here is like, whatever. I do like that he has some really good first touch. He's got decent passing. He's okay. He's okay, but I don't really think he's anything too special. I would like these ratings actually as like a ball-playing defender, but he's 5'11", so like I don't really think he's a great center back, but who knows. So like he's okay. This guy's decent. He's currently on this is a Kazakhstan side. Yes, this guy. We also have Ambula, who's somebody we actually signed. He's on loan right now. But the guy who I was really interested in is Matthew Mion here, who we bought from the team that we are affiliated with, FC Rouen here, and then also sent him back to the team so he could just play the rest of the season there on loan. So he's actually contracted to us. So I was just curious, because last time I looked at Rouen, I was like, oh, how are they doing? 18th, which is... Did not mean to do that. Come on. Can we click on the goddamn page? Boom. They're not doing so hot down in the National. So it's looking like they're going to be in the National next season. Oh, what the hell? Vincent Company did indeed steal our set-piece coach, so we got to go find a new set-piece coach. And then also, Burns is probably seeing this name, and he's like, what the hell, you're going to bring him in? I was just curious. This is a French guy who I signed with my Irish side, Finn Harps. In the Irish Premier Division, his potential is like, oh, he's going to be like the best player in the league ever. In this, not so much, just to show you the difference between Ligue 2 and Ireland. We have brought in a new set-piece coach, and he has a sick mustache and beard combo. He's got like the sideburns into the handlebar mustache. Sick look. His name's Sauvage. He's our set piece coach. Alrighty. We are here on the road in Paris, taking on Paris FC, rocking a 4-1-2-1-2, am I seeing correctly, or 4-4-2 diamond in this game. Diamond narrow in this game as it's called, but I know as the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Grenoble, top of the league, as we know. Paris FC in 8th. Decent form at the moment. They've got 2 wins, a couple draws as well. As not very many people here at this game, but still a pretty important game as Paris tries to climb back into the playoff picture for that promotion playoff. And we're rocking the all-whites here. We have Seri Kaya in that left center back role today as Mamadou Diarra. It's Mamadou, right? I believe it's Mamadou. Diarra is getting the day off. Oh, what is this? What the hell? We're the team that scores free kicks. What are we doing? Going down 1-0 in the 3rd minute on a free kick right outside the box. I mean, no chance. Oh my god, Chapche gets a strong header on it, but it gets blocked. Yeah, we might switch to the extra wide shit here at half. I mean, we're getting all the chances, but we're not scoring. I believe they're running, like, the same formation that we are, aren't they? No, they're very... Oh, yeah, well, they're narrow. So we want to get out wide. They're trying to funnel us in. We want to get out wide. That's what we should be doing from the jump here. What, am I stupid or something? My god, we should be going run at defense. Check this off. Early crosses. Throw this on whipped crosses. Pass into space. And we want to go super fucking wide. And that's it. No subs. Boom. Stretch this shit out. Teray, but on a move. Using that pace. Oh my god, there's the early cross. That's the look we want, but we don't get it. Well, we do get it, but we don't finish it. All Swedish, no finish. He's just not even going to kick it. He's just going to stand there until they blow the whistle. Yep. 1-0 win for Paris FC. I mean, they dominated possession on us. Look at all these ratings. They played well. They got their one chance that they had the whole game was that free kick. They scored it. We could not finish anything. We had, like, no possession. I mean, you look at the passing network here. Look at all these bright green arrows that they've got. I mean, they dominated possession, but, you know, I guess that was their game plan, you know? Hope they can win 1-0 and then just keep the ball away from us. We still got a decent amount of chances, but could not finish them, so we lose 1-0. And our unbeaten streak has come to an end. There you go. Lose after 8 games undefeated. Let me look at this. 4-0, 4-2, 4-2. This random 0-0 draw, 2-0, 4-0. And then somehow lose a game to Paris FC. You gotta be kidding me. Shantip. He's gonna miss 3 to 4 weeks. I don't think that's the rest of the season, but, I mean, that's a good chunk of time. God, these always make me nervous. These team meetings where they're like, oh, talk to them about your promotion run. And I always pick the wrong shit. If you challenge them, they get pissed off. If you ease expectations, they're like, oh, you should challenge us. If you go positive, they're like, what the hell? We don't think we're actually that good. But, I don't know. We're a better team than them. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Ooh, Jesse Benet has resumed full training. He's not going to be ready for this next match, but he'll be back from here on out. All right, taking on Angers, the team that was relegated at the end of last season. This is their first year back in Ligue 2, and they've had a bit of a rough go. You can see here they're starting to kind of even out. They draw a lot of games. They don't really win as much, but we're trying to get it back in the W column here. We don't like that we just lost to Paris, as they're on pretty decent form right now, but we're trying to get back in the win column here. We're here at Stade des Alpes. Let's get this going here. They're rocking the 4-4-2, so we are doing that whipped crosses, run at defense, extra wide. See if that works from the get-go. This is such a Nike-ass kit. You can't really see it here because it's small, but it's such a, like, oh, we're doing way too much with it type kit. Such a Nike thing. Oh my god, Torre getting under it. And then he finds the finish! Torre, his first goal in quite a while, makes it 1-0 Grenoble. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Oh my god! Eddie Sylvester, welcome back. 2-0 Grenoble. That was damn good. Holy hell. That was a crazy through ball from Touré. Boom. Sprung him loose. 2-0. Ba gets it taken away. Come on. I want the clean sheet. Yeah. Why does I say that? Come on, what are we giving them? It's +5. They're in the 97th minute. What are we giving them another chance? Jesus. Finally. Gave him an extra 2 minutes. 2-1 Grenoble. Get the job done. Not as good of a defensive performance, but still overall solid game from us. Possession numbers are starting to slip a bit, but I feel like we're running up against a bunch of teams that are possession teams, and so and also better, like, teams that are around our skill level, I feel like. So 2-1 win gets it done, though, as we, of course, will remain top of the table. We have 69 points with a goal differential of 43, well above the second-place team, Saint-Etienne. Rodez in third, Bordeaux in fourth, and Ajaccio in fifth, with Auxerre and Paris FC still in it, I would say, but definitely a decent amount of points between Ajaccio and Auxerre in that fifth and sixth spot there.